Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Civilization 6 video. It is the year 425 BC at the beginning of this turn. Now it is 400 BC and our warriors are still fighting with some barbarians over here at this barbarian stronghold. We're winning these battles, but we are getting injured, so I'm going to have them fortify and heal. Catessan is ready to produce something new, so I'm going to have them build a monument.
One man's magic is another man's engineering.
Now we know about engineering, which seems like a pretty big deal for any civilization. So, I don't know, let's go with mathematics now. That also seems like a pretty basic but big deal for a civilization. We have enough influence points to send out another envoy, and we recently made contact with the city-state of Jerusalem. So I feel like the real Gandhi probably would have sent an envoy to Jerusalem, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And our warriors have rested up and healed up enough that I think they can go ahead and take out this barbarian stronghold. And there we go. We have eliminated another barbarian stronghold from the world.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
So now we know about games and recreation, and now we can invent the world's first video game. Probably not, but it's fun to think about. We have unlocked some new potential policies, but I'm just going to leave things the way they are. But it is time to choose a new civic to research. Maybe I should work on military tradition or defensive tactics, but I feel like theology goes well with Gandhi and the Indians. So I'm going to choose theology. And now we have the ability to recruit a great person. So we are going to recruit a great writer. Libai, I think is how that's pronounced. I'm not really sure.
This writer has been inspired by our civilization and comes to our lands to create great works of writing. I suggest we find somewhere to house these masterpieces immediately.
Good call, Miss Advisor. The Indian Empire will certainly be overflowing with masterpieces in no time, and we should have somewhere good to put them all. But I think first we should probably get Libai to work on his first great masterpiece for the Indian Empire. Drinking Alone by Moonlight, the story of my life.
Flowers surround me, alone with my drink. I pour for myself, no companion to join me. I raise my glass and toast the full moon. Who shall, with my shadow, make us three?
Get out of my head, Libai. You know me a little bit too well. It's kind of creepy. So apparently we can move these great works around and store them in different places. It looks like the amphitheater can store 2 books. Meanwhile, Gilgamesh is offering us a deal. It's a pretty straightforward deal. 4 gold pieces for open borders, and I will accept that. Send Gilgamesh on his way.
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers.
That gives me a headache just thinking about it. Now here we are back on the screen where we can move our works of art around. We can have 2 books in the amphitheater, it appears, and it looks like a sculpture in the palace. So if we get another great artist who can make a great sculpture, we can put it in the palace. I guess I need to build maybe another amphitheater in Catessan. I don't know what other kind of buildings can store those great works, but we probably need more of them if we're going to be working on culture here. Now Levi can still produce more art, so I'm going to move him over here and have him produce another book.
I fan myself in this most languid heat. The forest invites one to lay all bare. I hang my hood upon a rocky crag, my head exposed, I bathe in fragrant air.
That is called In the Mountains on a Summer Day. Very nice, Levi. Thank you very much for that. But now our storage space in the amphitheater is full. We still have 1 spot in the palace. And now it is time to choose some new research because we have our mathematics. We have the math. Now I think probably construction is a good way to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking correctly, but what else is new? And now Catessan has completed their monument, so I'm going to get them to work on a trader. So then once we have a trader, we can open a trade route, possibly with one of those Aztec cities. I'm not sure. I'll have a little time to think about that. Right now I'm kind of wondering what's in that blank spot on the map in the middle there. I guess I should have somebody explore that. But never mind that. The Scythians want to make a deal, but look at this deal. They want to give us some gypsum and some gold, and they want open borders, but they also want drinking alone by moonlight, my biography. And I just can't hand over my biography. I feel like we need to keep that in the National Archives, so I must refuse.
I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a prey to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius and overlooked forever.
And so it was that the Indian Empire created another wonder of the world, the Oracle. How majestic, how inspiring. All right, that's enough inspiration. Get back to work. In Delhi, we are now going to build an aqueduct, I think, but we only have 2 possible spaces. One of them is a pasture, and the other one is a farm. I'm going to go ahead and put the aqueduct where the farm is right now. That will remove the farm, of course. But the thing is, over in Catessan, I have a builder that's been kind of hanging out waiting for something to do, and Catessan has grown enough there to the south that there is a good spot for a farm right there to the south. So I'm going to do that to replace the farm I just ruined over there in Delhi, and we will pick that up in the next video. But for now, thanks very much for watching.